So, I don't know what the hell happened in this playoff series with the LA Lakers, but literally everyone did not play a very good series. I personally didn't think LeBron James, the best player in the world in the NBA, I didn't even think he had his greatest playoff series ever. But let's just get to it, shall we? LeBron, he had this is his lowest playoff scoring average ever since the 2011 finals, but still, he averaged 23.3 points, 7.2 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal. He averaged about four turnovers a game. And literally, with LeBron, him being passive and everything like that, and Anthony Davis not being in Game 5 and in Game 6, and him missing out on Game 4, LeBron James, in my mind, I felt should have been more aggressive. He didn't even crack the 30-point mark, I believe, in this whole series. Listen, if I need to be corrected on that, I will be corrected on that. But still, LeBron James, I feel like he should have been a lot more aggressive this series. He should have been more concerned about scoring instead of trying to set up his teammates like he always does. And like I said, LeBron James is a 260-pound locomotive. He is 6'8". And honestly, I thought he should have been averaging 30 points per game this series if Anthony Davis was not playing 100% healthy. And then next, with Anthony Davis, he averaged only 17 points a game and only 6 boards per game. Anthony Davis, in my mind, got outplayed by DeAndre Ayton this whole series. DeAndre Ayton was giving it to Anthony Davis. And although Anthony Davis had 2 great games, 2 great double-doubles with 34 and 12, and then another 30 and 16 or something like that, Anthony Davis was doing it. Although Anthony Davis was having a good 2 games that whole series, DeAndre Ayton was still giving him some buckets down the stretch and everything. And honestly, DeAndre Ayton and Anthony Davis, they were matching up with each other, but DeAndre Ayton came out as the victor in this whole series, in my opinion. Then next, we see that Dennis Schroeder was the 3rd leading scorer on the team, but honestly, I thought the 3rd leading scorer of the team should have been Kyle Kuzma. It should have been Andre Drummond. It could have been Caruso. It could have been anybody else. But Dennis Schroeder. Now, Schroeder had a solid series, but still, like, literally, this team, they were not being aggressive enough without Anthony Davis. Like, you saw in Game 5, they lost by 30 points. And in Game 6, they were down by as many as 29 points. Without Anthony Davis, they were just not playing aggressive enough, in my opinion. Literally, like, everyone was just starting to give up out there, including LeBron James. It didn't even look like LeBron was being aggressive this whole entire series. And this isn't acceptable. This isn't acceptable by any means towards any Laker fan or towards any LeBron fan. This isn't acceptable for this team. It isn't. Next, I see Kyle Kuzma only averaged 6 points. And good God, Kyle Kuzma, I really thought that he was going to have a great playoff series. Because, like I said, this was his 2nd playoff series. And, he was coming off a bad one. I'm thinking, okay, this might be his revenge story. No, he only averaged 6 points per game during his whole playoff series. Unacceptable. Kyle Kuzma is probably about to go on ahead and leave the LA Lakers, or they just might even release him at this point. Same thing with Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond, I don't think provided a big difference this whole playoff series, in my opinion. Literally, Andre Drummond didn't even average a double-double. And Andre Drummond is 7 foot and 270 pounds, but he couldn't even average a double-double this whole series. Literally, they were not even giving him the ball. Montrezl Harrell, he didn't even get enough minutes, in my opinion. Frank Vogel only put in Montrezl Harrell, I believe, in Game 4, Game 5, and then Game 6. He didn't even play from Game 1 to Game 3. And if he even played in Game 1, he only played 2 minutes. Unacceptable by the Lakers' part right here. Completely unacceptable. And then, like I said, Marc Gasol went missing. Wesley Matthews went missing. Alex Caruso went missing. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had the worst game of his life with 0 points. This is not how the Lakers play basketball. With Anthony Davis, I know that Anthony Davis was out and everything like that, but this is the 3rd time I'm going to stress it. Anthony Davis was the main key he was like the most important player on the Lakers, because without AD, who else is going to be scoring? Unless it's LeBron, who's going to put up 50 points a night, there's no one else that's going to be scoring up there. No one else is going to be providing a defensive impact up there. No one was doing their jobs this whole series, and this is the reason why they lost. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Jay Crowder, Cameron Payne, and all the rest of those guys up there. In Phoenix, they did one hell of a job this series. And although the Lakers went up 2-1 in this playoff series and everything like that, when Anthony Davis went out, the Suns played with a whole brand new different energy. They were driving to the basket. They were starting to hit more shots. The Suns scored over 100 points. Actually, no, the Suns scored 100 points in 3 straight games right after Anthony Davis went out. So, like I said, Anthony Davis was the main key contributor and a main key factor on defense and offense. He was the defensive anchor of the team. It wasn't Andre Drummond. It wasn't even Marc Gasol, who was a former Defensive Player of the Year. It wasn't even Montrezl Harrell. It was nobody else. It was Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis was severely missed in for the rest of Game 4, the rest of Game 5. I mean, not even the rest of Game 5, but the entirety of Game 5 and the entirety of Game 6. Now, Anthony Davis, he played only 5 minutes of basketball in Game 6, and he went out there. He didn't even look like himself out there. He had the groin injury, and honestly, you know what? Let me just say this one time. Whoever said that AD was cleared to play in Game 6, they were completely lying. Anthony Davis said, "Let me go out there to show the world that I'm hurt," and that's what I thought that Anthony Davis was doing out there. Because normally a groin injury, the time and the duration of time that it takes to heal, it only takes about a week to heal. But still, that's a week in the playoffs. That means a lot, because that means there's about 2 to 3 games that you're missing out there. But still, Anthony Davis, he did not have the greatest playoff series ever due to that injury. I know he wasn't playing 100%. LeBron James wasn't playing 100% with the ankle and everything like that. But still, LeBron James literally had to have been more aggressive in order to will the Lakers to win, to at least force a Game 7. I don't even think he was being aggressive enough in the first half. He was being too passive. He was carelessly turning over the ball. He was not finishing at the rim effectively. Literally, there was just something off about LeBron James. Same thing, there was something off with every member of the team. Marc Gasol, he wasn't getting a lot of rebounds. He's letting Devin Booker blow past him. You see Kyle Kuzma struggling to shoot out there. Every shot that I saw Kyle Kuzma take, it clanked off the rim except for an easy layup. That was it. Dennis Schroeder only had 4 points at halftime, and although he ended the game with 20 points, still, Dennis Schroeder, he was missing at halftime. Literally, everybody else was missing out there, including LeBron. LeBron James was just simply not aggressive during this whole playoff series. And it makes me question, with a non-aggressive LeBron James, can the Lakers win a championship next year? The Lakers are eliminated from the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. But now it makes me question, with a passive-aggressive LeBron James and Anthony Davis trying to lead the way, is that going to be enough for LeBron James? Is that going to be enough for Anthony Davis to help them win a title? No. In my opinion, no. Because literally since all the rest of the role players were playing very passively and missing all their shots, I really don't think it's gonna happen next year. So with that being said, if you like this video, I would like for you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys later.